Hi guys, Rob again. Thanks for tuning in. And today I'm going to be talking about these student model snare drums by Slingerland. Now I know I've done something on my vintage snares before, but I did a session yesterday at Earthworm Studios in Swindon with John Bucket, and it's a fantastic studio by the way, and I just fell in love with them all over again. At the moment I've got 3, but I'm actually collecting them. And I remember somebody at a vintage drum show said, don't just try and collect everything. You know, some people do, that's their thing. But if there's one thing that you like, just collect that. And I've heard that as well in the vinyl community and also in the sort of memorabilia community, whether it be Beatles stuff or X-Files or Star Trek or Star Wars, you know, collect what you love. And I don't know why these student models speak to me, because a student model back in the 50s and 60s and 70s as well was a drum that was literally made for a student. It was cheap enough for students to be able to play. So we're not talking 12 lugs, we're not talking 10 lugs, we're talking 6. And only having 6 lugs only gives you so many tuning choices in a way. You know, when I look at my DWs, my 14x7 and my 13x5, and they're both collectors maple kits, snare drums, they can go anywhere I want them to go, you know, with moon gel, or if I want to put another plastic head on top of it, you know, to get different kind of sounds, to make it detune like a Linn drum, or just to dry the sound out. But there's not an awful lot about them in any of the books. And I'm a big collector of all Rob Cook's drumming books about vintage drums. And I have them here. And I got Rob to sign them for me. There's one on Ludwig, Rogers, Gretsch, and Slingerland. And Rob very kindly signed each one for me. And Rob is a genius. He's done so much research, these books. And they're brilliant, but there's still not that much out there about them. So this is the first one, which I got from Rusty Drums. This is from either 65 or 68, I can't tell the way that the print is smudged, but it's a beautiful purplish colour. Don't know if you can see that. It's a lovely day at Chez Rob, so I've not, you know, done much with the lighting today. I'm just letting the natural light come through. But it's just a lovely looking drum. And sounds great. And unfortunately, on the session, I did a bit of a schoolboy error, a blunder. I realised that because of the 6 lugs, they only tune, like I just said, so many ways. And I kind of pushed my luck with one of the screws. Can't remember which one it is now, but one of the screws on the bottom I need to get looked at probably by Tristan, because he's closer at Drumatic. This one. Ooh, schoolboy error, so sorry, that wasn't very clever of me to do that. But this drum just sounded good on the track, and actually I kept the internal damper on there, because even though it was buzzing or pinging a little bit, it was actually in tune with the song, so it didn't actually matter. So it actually kind of worked out. But there's that first one in this kind of purple sparkle. The next one here is a 1964, which I got from Drumatic, Tristan, and it's gone kind of gold, but I'm guessing if I took these lugs off it would be a silver sparkle, I'm thinking. This one I did take off the damper, because when I was recording it was buzzing just a little bit too much, and I was playing rim clicks, and it gave it a sort of a natural reverb that wasn't very pleasant, so I took it out. But they're all safe, the one off this one and the one on the one I'm going to show you in a minute, they're all safe, and I've got them, and they will go back on at some point. But at the moment, because they're player drums, I want to be playing them, and if it gets in the way of that, then that's not much good really. And here's my third one, like a red sparkle, again from Drumatic, Tristan. And that was in Radstock, but they've just moved to Frome. So, and I'm hopefully going over there soon to have a look. So I might be able to do one of these things on Dramatic. Anyway, there's that one. This is a 66, I think. Or 69. Oh, 68 by the look of it. So they're all in the 60s, which is one of my favourite eras for music, as I'm sure I always say on these things. And because of their tunability, what I do is I tend to keep these snares in the tunings that they are. So this red one, at the moment, the silver sparkle one, and the purple one, so I've got 3 different pitches there that work nicely. And of course they will go to other places, but I've left them purposely in those pitches so that when I'm playing I can pull them out of the cases, put them on the stand, see if they work, because I don't want to get into the situation where I did with this purple one, which is where I'm trying to get them to a place where they won't quite go, and I end up breaking the lug, which I think that's what I've done. I think I've broken off the casting, I think, on the lug, where it screws in, you know, the tension screw meets the casing, but we'll have to look at that. But you might think, oh well, that's not much good, but these pitches suit a hell of a lot of different songs. Obviously the ones like this one without the damper, I'll put a bit of moon gel on there just to kind of tame it a little bit. And I'm just going to take off the head of this one here, which is in like a gold sparkle, but I'm sure it's supposed to be silver. So I've just taken the head off, and we've got these lovely hoops here, which I just think are fantastic, and they're just on all of these student model drums. And this kind of reminds me of the die-cast hoops, and I like that because it gives a certain to the drum. And there's our shell, and you can see the stamp in there. April 64. I don't know if you can see that properly. April 64. And yeah, it looks a 3-ply. That looks like mahogany to me. Maple mahogany maybe. But there she is. And actually you can see here, look, that actually it's more gold. Yeah, gold sparkle. You know, almost champagne. The strain is very regular, nothing clever about that being a student model. They can be a little bit funky when you're pulling them up and down, so live again doesn't matter, but in the studio if you were going to turn it off and turn it on, it wouldn't be ideal. It's a bit noisy. And there's the butt end, just a regular butt end. And these snares are original. There's only a few. I mean, what's that, 12 or something? There's not many on that one, and I kind of like that. Again, they've all got different amounts of snares on them, and I've never changed them from where I've bought them. I've kind of kept them the same, because to me, I kind of like it as it is. As I say, I don't want to put too many new things on it. The purple one has got standard kind of 20 or so. Oh, the red one's got, yeah, about the same, but they're slightly broader. Cool. And another thing these things are great for, I have to say, when I'm recording, is a really nice rim click sound. Again, because of those tall hoops, they just give a really nice kind of mid click, which is just beautiful. And if anyone has got any of these drums and they don't want them anymore, you can always put them on to me. I'm always interested in picking up a few more student Slingerlands, because I think they're just great. I love the drums. I think they're fantastic. And this here, someone asked me about this a little while ago. This is what they call, this is a student model case. So one of these student model snares would come in that case, and you'd get a snare stand. You'd get probably one of the Ludwig teaching books in there as well, and a pair of sticks, and then maybe a music stand. And you would take that to your lessons, you know, on the bus or whatever. You'd carry it with you, open it up, and all the stuff you need is in there. But I just love these drums. I think they're absolutely brilliant. They speak to me, and I like using them, and they feel great on a jazz gig with brushes and stuff. When you're playing a trio or a quartet gig, they've just got that nice tight woody sound, you know, that jazz drummers know what I mean. But also if you're doing something which is like the Levon Helm kind of vibe with the band or something, or Neil Young, Harvest kind of thing, then one of these snares will do the job, because they won't go up very, very high, but they'll go mid to low. And with a bit of moon gel on it when it's quite low, it's just, and you get the snares just in the sweet spot. It's got that really lovely, and also I've done loops with one of these. I can't remember which one. I think it was the red one. I did some loops, like hip hop, sort of funk kind of loops for somebody, and I used that drum, and it just did a great job, and it sounded brilliant. So it'll do that too. And if you're thinking, oh, I need something which is a different sound in my snare collection, you know, I've got like a 400 type thing and a more modern wooden shell and a piccolo, a soprano, I need something a bit different, go for one of these, because you will not be disappointed. It's a great characterful little drum to have. So there we go, the Slingerland student model, and why I love this natty little drum. Thanks for tuning in. As usual, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications of all my upcoming videos, because I do them twice a week, one a playing video and one a chat video. So thanks for tuning in, take care, enjoy drumming, enjoy your music, and I shall see you next time.